Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, August 8th, 2022. Today we're going to be making an anniversary card with the Ringed with Nature bundle, the stamp set, the embossing folder, and the dies, and the free celebration item, the DSP that you can earn. So again, thank you for joining me, and please share my video. When you share my video, you're entered into a drawing to win the projects that I make for the day, which today will be the anniversary card. So you'll get the one I make plus the one that I create to begin with. So just share my video and comment below that you shared my video. That way I know you shared my video. It'll show me how many shares I have, but I don't exactly know who all shared, if that makes sense. So let's turn you down. Bear with me. Okay, let's get started. Today's project sheet has been posted, and it has all the measurements and all the supplies that I used. So this is a card, an anniversary card using the Ringed with Nature bundle. Again, I had fun playing with this one. This DSP you can still get now during celebration, so don't miss out. So let's get started. Actually, I haven't made an anniversary card in a long time. We're going to do some heat embossing. So let's start out with Poppy Parade cardstock, and you can get 2 cards out of just one piece of cardstock. So we're going to score this at 5.5, and then we're going to cut it at 4 1/4. The camera's kind of in an odd position today, so we need to make sure that I stay in the camera. So let's burnish this. And then I am using, again, the free celebration paper. And I just like this pattern so much. Actually, the other side's nice as well. And there's just a bunch of different, look, this one looks like you can use it for Christmas. I know these flowers almost look like poinsettias. Look at this one with the houses, with the background there. Some birds. You know, I had my little birdies, my nest. They finally all flew away. They were living like on the side of the house super quick, but then they took off on us. So this is the other card base. You can just put that aside. So this piece of DSP is going to be 4 is the width by 4 1/4. And then we need a scallop piece. This is going to fit under or over the scallop piece, which is a piece of crushed curry, and this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So let's go ahead and cut that. And I'm using this scalloped border from the Scallop Contour dies. I forgot to grab my embossing machine, or cut and emboss machine. But the Scallop Contour dies, I love it because it has all those scallop rectangles. So it's up to you how much you want your space to be. Like if you wanted a little bit, we can go just to the edge, and you show a little bit of the Poppy Parade. Let's go about there. This moved just a tad. I think my die is a little bit bent from using it so much. So we'll just cut that. You'll see on my original card my gap is a little bit bigger. But again, I just wanted to add some texture to it. Let's get this out of the way. I got all my heat embossing tools way here. So now we're going to adhere this towards the top. We're going to use liquid glue of this paper. Uh-oh, my liquid glue is a little bit stuck. It's still hot here. What's going on? And of course, I don't have a backup one. Oh, here we go. Oops. Now it's going to be too much. I have that blob. Try to smear that around. Okay. So we want to leave a little bit of a border at the top so we could see that crushed curry under there and on the sides. So, and then now we're going to adhere this one to here. This is, see, I wrote my dimensions, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 on that. It is on the project sheet though. Wanted to make sure that I had my right size pieces. Now this will go on this piece. We'll leave that little bit of border again. And see, depending, I got some glue there. Depending where you put your die, my spacing is a little bit bigger here. This one's a little bit smaller. So whatever you prefer. So I had, well, I'm trying to decide, what do we do? Let's go ahead and do some heat embossing, since that's gonna take a little bit. And I have that we're gonna do the happy anniversary. I do not have the, I don't have the white ink, craft ink. So have you guys seen, this is white. Have you guys seen this new tray? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It comes with the tweezers, the brush, the embossing buddy, everything. So let's go ahead and stamp happy anniversary. Usually when you do white embossing powder, it's nice to use the white ink because it'll just make it all the more darker, brighter. So let's use our embossing powder. And I was supposed to cut this sheet of paper, which I didn't. Looks like at the top it needs some more. I was supposed to cut my piece of paper first, but we can cut it after. So these tweezers are nice. Now your hands won't get burnt. I usually always use my paintbrush or whatever to hold it down anyway. You could see that start to turn. And eventually it's melting. On the top, I don't think I have enough ink on the top of it. But that's good. I'm gonna let that cool for a minute. But look at how awesome this tray is. Now you just unscrew this, and then all your powder goes down into the little. Sorry, hopefully I'm not making too much noise. It goes all back into your drawer. And then I just wipe this down with my embossing buddy afterwards. So that's all the embossing that will do. So let me get my paper trimmer since I forgot to cut this piece down. And get all this embossing stuff out of the way. So this piece is 1/2 by 4 1/4. So let's cut like about here, because I have to center my sentiment 4 1/4. Oh, that looks a little bit off. Wow. Oh well, it's not centered. I should have cut my piece first. We can do it again really quick. I got embossing powder on me. I'd rather do it again so that we are centered So let's do it again real quick. I should have cut my piece of paper first, my cardstock. This is Night of Navy. We're going to use, kind of rolled that to see if I get my top ink on there better. Let's get the white embossing powder. You know, here in New Mexico, it's very dry. So that's why all this stuff is sticking to me, and there's like not much humidity, especially now that it's been super hot. Okay, let's see if this one is any better. Get that out of the way. At least this one will be centered, because we want to put our heart pearls on there. It's already turning. Always like to make sure that it's fully melted on there. There's times where I thought it was and it wasn't, and then I went and touched it and the embossing powder came off. Uh-oh, look how the other one got on there. I forgot the heat on the other side. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Let's go back to our card. I got embossing powder all over. And we're going to add some dimensionals to this. And I don't make much anniversary cards, and I don't know why. But I wanted to make one. I have a few friends that'll be celebrating their anniversary soon. So, looks like I know what card they'll be getting. We'll add our hearts. And we still got a lot of stamping and die cutting to do. But I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. And these are so adorable. You see how they're a heart shape? It's a heart-shaped pearl. Can't tell if you could tell from the camera angle. But I thought these are perfect for an anniversary card. Oops. The heart pearls. And then we're going to use them in the middle of our flowers, and we're going to color them in with Poppy Parade. Okay, so let's move that aside. Now, I already embossed this piece, so we just need to do some die cutting, and it's going to be this big. This is all the bundle that comes with it. You get the embossing folder, you get the dies, and you get the stamp set. So I chose to do white because I wanted those Poppy Parade flowers to stand out. And since I already embossed this, trying not to stick my head in the camera, and so I can't tell if I'm really that good on there. I'm going to cut all these pieces out, and I think this is 4.5 by 6.25 is this white piece, and that fits in the embossing folder to get you all those rings. But now we're going to cut some of these leaves. Of course, I dropped one right inside the embossing powder. So we're going to cut some of these in crumb cake. So I just grabbed some scraps of crumb cake. I can only do so many at a time. I'll do the short ones on there, the long ones on here. And where's my plate? And I think I did one of each on each side. And then we're going to need a vellum one. And I think the vellum, I did the long ones. So we can get these out of the way. And then get our piece of vellum. This one don't want to come up. And we can do, I need two of the longer ones. So yeah, this is the same one. Right? Yep, the other two of the little short. Okay, let's do these. And I think my mistake was I went and did the die cutting before I did the stamping. Ay, ay, ay. But you know what? It's a rippled, it's embossed, so it'll work. We're using this one and this one. So let's stamp our flowers. These look like a poinsettia. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be. It can also, what do you think it would be, like a mum? I'm gonna move this over this way since we're gonna layer this other one. See, I shouldn't have, let me see if I could do this again. I'm gonna move it down for a second so I can line it up. I should have stamped first and I messed that up. So I'm just gonna use one of the other ones. But I messed up because I didn't stamp this first and then embossed. I was trying to save some time and I messed it up. So that's okay. Will it give it a different effect? Yes. So let's go ahead and put these on with dimensionals. I am using the smaller stump. Which way should we? Let's just go like that. I'll put the smaller one. Like I said, I always seem to mess something up, don't I? We'll just put this one like that. I think it actually gives it a pretty neat look. And so we'll use some glue dots to add these. Can't even see my glue dots. There's a glue dot. Glue dot. Just a reminder, I still have mystery boxes. There's so many goodies in there. There's a glue dot right there. I actually got a glue dot stuck to my finger, so I'm going to use that one. And I'm missing one. But let's stick this one here. We'll stick this longer one here. And then we'll add the vellum one here. Somebody is dinging me away. I don't know if you can hear it. That means somebody's texting me. Where is this one? I'm missing one of these in the crumb cake. Oh, here it is. So I don't know if it fell off or it didn't stick at first. We'll add, trying to get under here like this. I think it's not sticking on the glue dot. Is everybody ready for fall? This kind of reminds me a little bit of fall with all the foliage. Okay, and then now we need to add some more heart pearls. We're going to put the little one on the little stump, I guess you'd call it. We'll use the bigger one there and just get my Poppy Parade blend, and we can color those pearls in. We're going to make them Poppy Parade. That's another thing I like about the pearls. You could color them any color you want with the blends. You know, if you don't like those lines, you could fill them in by coloring this with your Poppy Parade blend as well. And then now we just need to finish it off with a bow. And we're going to do a double bow with a bunch of loose pieces of linen thread. And I kind of just run this down through my nail and finger to kind of straighten it out so you don't have all that curl. Kind of gets rid of most of that curl. Okay, so we're just gonna fold it over, tie a bow. I probably don't need that much. Let's shorten it a little bit. Fold it over, let's tie our bow. Adjust that bow. There. I pretty much like linen thread bows with anything. It's always a good choice. Let's get a glue dot. I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool. We'll just put it right there. And there we have it. There's our card. So you could see the difference. My mistake. I went and embossed first. This is stamping first, then embossing, then cutting. This one, I embossed, cut, and then stamped. So you could see the difference. I hope you guys like my projects. And if you need a anniversary card, it's a cute one. You can get the Ringed with Nature bundle, and then you can get this DSP for free. All right, y'all have a good weekend, the rest of your week, and you take care. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.